This is Rich with True Light Pools, coming to you from Bryan, College Station, Texas, specializing in cleaning the pools and repairing the equipment. And today, a customer called me out because they were concerned that there was a leak in the ground. The pool didn't seem like it was losing a lot of water, but everything is really saturated over here. And after looking over everything, I'll show you pictures in a minute. Then you always have to eliminate things first related to the equipment. So if before you get a leak detection agency out to see what's going on, you always have to, the pool person can eliminate all the equipment, make sure nothing's coming out of the backwash line. If you can see the backwash line where it's coming out, if it's going to a French drain or something, you can take the sight glass out and see if there's anything leaking there. In this case, then it's leaking out of the bottom of the pump. I'll show you a video of that, and it's just a constant steady drip, a pretty good drip, and so everything is saturated over here, and it's been saturated since it rained. And so you always have to eliminate all the equipment first. Once the equipment's eliminated, the most common place a pool is leaking or losing water is going to be where the skimmer, inside the skimmer opening, where the plastic meets the plaster. And you can take some putty and putty that stuff up. If there's any gaps in there that the grout has come out and stuff like that, that's the most common place. Eliminate the equipment, look in the skimmer opening. If all of that's good, then the next thing you want to do is do a bucket test. Put a bucket of water outside in the sun, and then mark the level of the pool. Wait 24, 48 hours, usually 48 hours, and then you want to see what the level of drop is just from evaporation with your pump, with your pool running normally, and see what the difference is between the two buckets. And then you can get the leak detection agency, tell them, okay, well, out of the bucket, then that was only a half of an inch, and then out of the pool it lost an inch. Well, then you've got something else going on with the pool. It's time to get a leak detection agency out there to see if you actually have a leak, and they can see whether it's under a concrete deck. Most of the time it's under the concrete deck where a 45 or 90 degree elbow goes to a pool return, and that's, as the ground shifts, that's where it'll break and crack. But here in this case, I've eliminated the issue with the pump first. And so we're going to see if all this dries up. If they still have a problem, now that I know the equipment's good and nothing's leaking over here after this, then you have to see if everything's dried up. If they still have some continual problem, then we do the bucket test and then get a leak detection agency out here. Because obviously I can't see underground, but they can find the leak underground because they pressure the lines. Everything's sealed up, no leak. A lot of standing water over here by the equipment. You can see it's gets right here by the fence, right here, next to the house. So it doesn't get a lot of sun over here. But also this is January, so there's not a lot of evaporation happening. So there's a lot of standing water, and that's concerning the customer. Related to what all's going on. You can see all the standing water here. And then so the first thing that clued me in that I'm going to look, and you see all of the equipment pad is wet. And so what's with that? It's coming from somewhere. It's coming from something on your equipment. And so it was at the bottom of the main pump, just a steady leak. And all of the equipment pad is wet because of that. Even if some of it runs, it can run this way, which that's what you see off of the front here. There's some running this way, and then some was also running back. Well, it doesn't have anywhere else to go. It goes right there at the back of the equipment pad, and then it's going to come right here. And so all of this is all saturated, but especially if the equipment pad is wet, it's coming from something on the equipment. And so that's not a in-ground leak like they were concerned about. We we have to eliminate this first. And so took the pump apart, checked the O-rings, put some lubricant and stuff on them. Everything's sealed up now, and now nothing's leaking at the main pump, and then also the other pieces of equipment are not leaking. So we'll let the equipment pad dry up. We'll let this dry up for probably a week. If it dries up, great, we fixed it. If it doesn't dry up, but the equipment pad is still dry, then we may have something underground as far as a leak. That's the next step. Do a bucket test after that, and then see if we can get a leak detection agency out here. That's it. That's it for now. Thanks.